I decided to go out to the garden and clean it up. So I was out there watering, picking weeds, picking a few tomatoes. I didn't plan to do it. I was in a sundress, bright and colorful. It was extremely hot, so I was watering the garden, and I was letting the water just kind of hit my toes. And then I saw something jump. So I dropped the hose and ran. I ran to the back of the building because my custodians were towards the back of the building. And I said, listen, something's in the garden. They said, oh, Miss Perkins, it's probably a rabbit. Don't care, I just saw it move, I'm out. But I didn't turn the hose off. So I'm gonna need one of you to go turn the hose off and, make sure the garden's all right. I did have a few tomatoes with me, I believe. I really don't remember. And we have to wear our IDs. I had my ID on. I was out there for about 10 minutes. My custodian came out right after me, and I left. A week later, one of my teachers, who was in shorts and a t-shirt and white, was out there doing the exact same thing. And the neighbor across the street, who was white, came over and said, people are stealing in your garden. We saw a family with some young children, and they were taking things. And then there was this tall woman. She was very pretty and had a nice dress on, but she was in that garden too. And I said, I'm pretty sure she said the black woman, because that's just how we identify people. Nothing wrong with that. That's not being racist. She said, but Miss Perkins, she said you were very pretty. Oh, okay. She said, but I told her if she was tall and pretty, it was probably our principal. I said, and you probably said black. Let's just be real. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that. And we ended the conversation. So as I think about why I'm here today, I realized that I needed to figure out what were my feelings with that conversation. I was insulted. Why couldn't she come talk to me? If she could go to my teacher and find out what's going on. She referred to me as one of the two groups of people that were stealing in a garden. What do you think I did? Anybody?
When confronted her?
I went home. I went home, but it kept eating at me. And then several days later, I did go knock on the door. Well, I didn't knock. Actually, the father, I thought maybe it was this young lady's grandfather, based on the way he reacted to me, right?
Oh, God.
So I can hear him in the backyard. So I go back there, excuse me, sir. And he's like, yeah, excuse me, sir. And when he comes around, what do you want? What do you want on my property? Oh, I'd like to see your wife. I'm the principal. My wife? What do you want to see my wife for? I'm the principal next door. There were some questions about our garden. Yeah, and what do you want to see my wife for? I said, well, your wife spoke to one of my teachers about seeing me on the garden, and I want to introduce myself and build community relationships and see if there's anything that we can do for you, because you're helping us out by monitoring the garden.
Nice. Nice.
So, needless to say, his tone started to soften. He did not get his wife, but he shared with me his journey of retiring, moving away. His wife was in the basement. She was a clutter freak, he said, but I'm like, I don't have anything to do with that. But we ended on, thank you for your time. I tried to snap a picture of him and I, right? And I was gonna put it in my PowerPoint, but then I thought about privacy laws and I didn't know if he could be related to anybody in here. And I didn't want to, but I did snap a picture. And he was a little softer from when I started. So then, Monday, I was getting in my car at work on the side of the garden, and I hear, hello, hello, hello. Who do you think it is? The wife! So she comes over and says, oh my goodness. You met my husband. Yes, I met your husband. And oh my goodness, you're really pretty. Thank you. Well, I just want to say, and we talked. And before I left, she invited me to basically move in with her. I told her I live in South Jersey. She told me that if I ever needed a place to stay, come on over. She also shared with me that she loves the tomatoes from our garden.
No.
All right, so what's on purpose for today? So that experience ties into today. I had to have the courage to have that difficult conversation and go knock on someone's door, go on their property, and find out where is the barrier. And in order to learn and grow and to understand, we have to be different. But we can share a common goal of getting to know one another and maybe monitoring my garden. You look out for me, I look out for you. So, I'm sorry.